Comrades of the stars, welcome to the Thoughtful Socialist Soviet Republics. What we're going to play here is a Let's Roleplay on Grand Admiral, and we're going to go for Crisis 25 times. We're going to have the full number of fallen and marauder empires. Probably with a, we'll have a spiral galaxy. And we'll have a huge galaxy, as this, as you can see here, are the empires that the community has sent me to include in this playthrough. It's a wide mix of mostly monsters, but some people you can have friends with, some people you can only fight against. What are we? We're pacifists, so except for defensive wars and liberation wars, there's not going to be much options for us. We are a communal parity, a democratic one. Of course, we're a republic, and the original foundation of the USSR was also something like that, but it didn't play out like that. This is an alternative history where everything is as good as propaganda made you believe. So everyone shall be equal. We have shared burdens and a democratic system. Shared burdens means that all of us comrades get the same consumer goods. Everyone gets the same. If you're a professor, if you're a priest, well, a priest, a socialist priest, if you're a worker, if you're an admiral, a general, everyone gets the same number of consumer goods to have fun with and to sustain himself, and will be happy about it. And also it will get us a little bit of stability and pop demotion time minus 45%, because you will be useful to the thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics in any place you are, and you will get what you deserve in any place. Here, everyone is as valuable as the other one. That is that revolutionary image do we have there, that everyone gets his needs, or his or her needs fulfilled, and everyone shall be whatever he wants to be and will be treated equally. We're fanatic egalitarians. This allows also, if we can afford it, utopian living standards, giving everyone a high number of consumer goods, and even the people who are without work will get something, and they will be happy then too. We also have the ideal of the agrarian idol. Of course, that has, since the foundation of the Thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics, that was formerly called the Thoughtful Socialist Soviet Republics, has been an ideal, like the worker in contact with the soil, in contact with the mountains. First a fight against nature, then a working with nature, in nature, and with the planet, the rock, the soil, the majestic animals. This all is leads to a simple and peaceful life that can often be the most rewarding. This agrarian society, or partful, like the spirit of the agrarian society is with us. We don't have many cities, not big cities. We have living villages. Everyone knows everyone. It's a paradisical landscape. It's fields, it's meadows, it's honeybees in between, because they are probably the most socialist of animals. Except they have a queen, but if the queen cannot do anything anymore, well, she gets replaced, to put it politely. So the queen has no guaranteed spot, and she deserves the same as everyone else. This is why we also have great beekeepers. As you can see, farmers also produce two amenities. They make everyone happy. The farming we do is a farming that is evolved, that is not spraying pesticides and having like cattle in strange metal boxes, probably never seeing the sunlight. No, the farming we have is a very socialist and egalitarian farming. We even treat the animals good before we have to process them to meat or steal their milk or eggs. But in general, we treat them relatively well. And because of that, we're living in an agrarian idyll. We're also pacifists. Something that came like as a counter reaction to being unruly. Like, this construct could only hold if it was founded on pacifism. Otherwise, the unruliness would have destroyed us quickly. But now this is a lively discussion, right? We are the humans, the new socialist humans, and discussion is the foundation of our communality. We sit together at the evening, drinking our vodka and celebrating the good times, and also agreeing to disagreeing, and explore all the political and other opportunities and possibilities. And so, but we are unruly together. And all of these discussions have led to us being very intelligent. As many have found that, for example, there's a higher than average intelligence in people, for example, that study religious texts very intensely, or other texts very intensely, that have a habit of doing that have a habit of discussing and analyzing things. So that leads to a higher intelligence, and that's because we're intelligent. But we believe in the tradition of the thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Republics, and also the dream. It's a socialist dream that will drive us to the stars, to found a federation where everyone can be equal, and everyone will be treated well, and everyone will have enough and more to live, and to spread that dream through the galaxy. That is what we will try to make true. There's some strange things in our past that no one really understands, like all these happy coincidences that led to the creation of the finally stable, thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics, the winning of the thoughtful Socialist Soviet Republics of the race to the moon, yeah. So we landed on the moon first. We did all these space things first, and never would a rocket fail, never would anything go amiss. And finally the Earth was united under the ideal of the mechanic hammer and the robotic sickle. Not that we need so many robots. No, it's the workers that are the foundation of our society. But we have been lucky all the time, and we don't really know why. We always thought we have been blessed. Maybe we have found some ancient ruins, maybe too advanced for their time, that all showed signs of a socialist republic, and that might have had some influence from a place beyond Earth. And now we've come to investigate that place with the first FTL drives. We want to also find the origin of the thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics. So let's go. Let's do that. As you can see, 1,000 stars, 20 AI empires. So we have 21 empires in total. No advanced AI starts. Everyone shall be equal. We have fallen empires, of course. There's always fallen empires in a world, and marauder empires. These are the troublemakers. These are maybe the enemies that bring us closer together in equality. There is some primitive civilizations that we might help to develop to true socialism, a reformed socialism that is not limiting so many resources everyone would get, that is incorporating, that is inclusive instead of excluding the opinion of others. No, we are inclusive. And there is no fixed victory here. No galactic being will pull the plug and say, this was only a simulation. Who would believe something like that? No, it is the forces of nature never end, except when the universe ends. And that is something that many of our Grand Admirals have already said, and they're eager to go to the stars with us. And it will be, as you can see, from the start, a fierce competition about space until we meet and make friends with the other empires. Found a federation that will spread the idea of socialism through the galaxy. No one will be too aggressive nor too timid. We will see where the dice roll and where we will be placed. Everyone shall be equal, as well as the hyperlane density, the abandoned gateways, and the wormhole pairs. We have 2 habitable worlds, as 2 is also a number of equality. It's 1 and 1 is 2. It's very equal to each other. And we have some traveling caravaneers, and everyone can combine with everyone else if they want to. And we're just gonna hope it doesn't lead to the galaxy lagging a bit. So let's play and see what fate has prepared for the thoughtful stellar Socialist Soviet Republics, the TSSSR. I'm probably gonna watch that so many times. The TSSSR. Comrades, it is time. Let's see what the game will give us. Now there's a further description of these happy events that we always had, these oddities and inconsistencies. We found ancient city ruins older than some archaeological excavations of primitive villages. We have unearthed saws, axes, and of course hammers and sickles, and even rifles which far predate stone-tipped spears and bows. A peculiar history did not, however, prevent us from stepping readily into a futuristic era of space flight. We have now managed to escape the gravity of our home planet, aiming for other planets and bodies in our solar system to spread socialism beyond. We had scarcely left the atmosphere before the oddities emerged anew. Strange signals of alien origin coming from within our own solar system. So let's have a look together at our ruler, the most equal Immanuel Can. A fertility preacher, all about that agrarian idle life. Food from jobs increased by 10%, pop growth speed by 5%. This leader feels strongly about securing and protecting agrarian food sources, and also a reformer, of course. How else could we have gotten to the stars? 10% more monthly unity. And what is the agenda we have? Alloy metallurgy. At least 12 alloys per month. That is perfect, because alloys is the most, among all other things, among that we really admire, the ideal of steel workers. It is one of the most solid strategies you can have in Stellaris to go for alloys first. And then we have science. So first, we want to focus our efforts on researching that new environment that we have just reached with quantum theory, exploring the mediation of fundamental forces through subatomic particles will be J. Featherov for us. The maniacal researcher Altaira will focus her efforts on planetary unification. We must unite even further, my friends and comrades. Ancient warring tribes, historical nations in conflicts are now unified in the thoughtful stellar socialist Soviet republics. We must not and will not crumble. Then we want to even have a little bit more engineering research from our researchers. Nanomechanics will help us a lot in space. Everything that is small doesn't take up much of that space and can help in things like space suits, for example. Advanced instrumentation allows for the study and practical application of physical systems at nanometric scales. Maybe even healing is possible with that. We feel great. We are ready. The construction ship is ready and can go to settle, or rather create something at 136, 108 Hormia. This strange ice asteroid. We want to have a mining station here as quickly as we can. Then there's something special about this. Look at this. We have an eager scientist, eager to join us. Now that's, of course, a very good thing, and that will lead us to instantly start another science ship. And we'll also instantly hire her. Gabriela Vasquez. Well, maybe when the ship is ready. That will save us like 2 energy credits, but that's worth it. She's free and supported by the equality and the shared burdens until she's there. Now, Nadjesha Heaven Chancellor. We will send her out to scout for planets, because we want to be not only the first who set their steps on the moon, but also the first setting their foot on a foreign planet. And for that we will move here, as this constellation is somehow known to us. It seems it could be Alpha Centauri, and in Alpha Centauri there's a very high chance of something we could maybe find that would be settleable. And then of course we would go for that instantly. So that's the prerogative, so to say. I've already begun building the science ship, and this will lead us, my friends, to greatness. This scientist is eager to join us, and we must be watchful. Oh, to get her into the ship as quickly as we can. We have an archaeological site discovered. A string of strange anomaly readings is emanating from the surface of Luna, our own moon. We need to launch a surface excursion to find out more. We will do so, but later, because first we have to... This is safe. We have to look at the surroundings. Maybe we will find other aliens there. Oh, so much is coming. And we need to make it fast. Fast and faster. What will we find out, friends, in this system that looks temptingly like Alpha Centauri? The Thoughtful Socialist Soviet Republics, the TSSSR, is abuzz with news of the alien remnants that were recently studied, comrades. These leavings are considered definitive proof of intelligent and equal purposeful alien activity at some point in the past. We may still be alone now, but we are at least not the first to be so. We want to create a galactic federation. Maybe we will meet our predecessors, our secret benefactors. Soon. That is in. Yes. We now have the TSSSR spirit of equality. We're going to recruit her. Young, hopeful, eager. Gabriela Vasquez. No, that's not her real name. We all know that the USSR was fond of chess players, and we have the perfect one. So we in the thoughtful Soviet Stellaris Socialist Republic, we are also fond of chess players, friends. And this one in particular, some of you might know. Very eager, young, and prosperous. She's heading out, well, in which direction? We want to find the planets that matter, because the planets matter. Where could be planets here? There's another curious constellation that is a dual star, and that has a chance of having a planet in it, and that is Sirius. We know that, and so we might just survey this then with her. And now we are really free to go and expand in space, which means once we have made it possible that we have the space stations in the Sol system, we will instantly send the ship over here. Hopefully there will be a planet, and then create a space station there, a habitable planet. Planets are plenty, but habitable ones? There is one, a continental world, a big continental world, 18. Oh, what a great size. Let's hope that it has something cool on it that will help us create great potato fields for the vodka to support our soul, my friends, the spirit of socialism. It's maybe one of the spirits of of the, you know, the spirits, the drinkable maybe ones. When the moonshine comes, then you drink a spirit. And oh, look! What? An ocean world here. Well, we could settle on an ocean world, maybe. Barnard Star has a beautiful ocean world of size 14. That's not too bad either. Yeah, I mean, we certainly have the technology. I mean, we are known for our submarine forces after all, and this could be one of the great things to have so many planets so close. Now we will watch the constructor as hopefully we will instantly have the minerals to order something built here, and then we can already order it back to Venus. First, the basic resources. We will send out workers for that, and then we will go for the also very important research for a better and more equal society, my friends. That will give us a home in the stars. That will not only deliver resources for the powerful, but that will create a home for its citizens. And you can be part of it. You can be a leader, a worker, a professor, an admiral. Whatever you choose, mention it, and your chance is there to join the TSSSR. What will we find out there? Even a strategic resource. Look at this. The TSSSR Crescent has discovered a previously unknown strategic resource on Alpha Centauri B1, dubbed volatile modes. These preternatural particles contain a tremendous amount of energy, which could be exploited in energy production as fuel or even as explosives. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Of course we will. What a boon we have there. These are great times for socialism, my friends. Great, great times. It's important steps we take here. We are already saving resources up to create a colony ship and to create an outpost here in Alpha Centauri. It is with pride and with proudness that we do this. And Venus will get a research station, and then we will go over and we'll see. We'll see what we can find there. How is it on Earth, though? The growth is good, and Simona Bolina is doing a magnificent job. As you can see, comrades, Miss Botez has found a new anomaly on Barnard's star. Impressive structures litter a small area on the surface of Barnard's star 1A, practically begging for some archaeological work. But we will leave that be for now until she's a little bit more experienced, my friends, because we rather want to know a little bit about all our surroundings, and later on we certainly plan to settle in this system, so we can also research this later on. We'll leave that be for now. Again, the good Miss Botez has found something. Plant life of truly incredible proportions dominates the landscape of Barnard Star 3. Its vibrant colors and gargantuan size almost calling to our xenobiologists, and maybe it is tempting enough to lure her there. As this is not that hard to research, we will give in to our curiosity and to Miss Botez's youthful enthusiasm. That is, of course, a sign of everyone being accepted in our society equally. And now we will already start a colony ship. Why already now? Because once the colony ship is ready, it takes a long time to have it ready, and in that time we will hopefully have enough alloys to be able to construct something there. This takes a whole year. We have a whole year of time. A whole year of time is way more than 100 alloys, and so we may be able to prepare the outpost already, so we'll have a very quick settlement there. So let's order this. The first colony ship of the TSSSR is underway. The first settlers, pioneers of socialism, have come, of course, voluntarily for this great opportunity to go to Alpha Centauri 3, to claim this planet for humanity, to spread us to the stars. What a great time we live in. The triumph of socialism comes nearer, comrades. We must celebrate this with a vodka, with something sweet and, oh, predaceous plant life. What is that here? What have we found here? Barnard Star 3, this ocean world. Science officer Alexandra Botez has made some troubling finds on Barnard Star 3. The planet's megaflora is not only widespread and gargantuan in proportion, but also predatory. Various species of carnivorous plants rest patiently on its surface, releasing aromatic lures into the air and waiting for prey to come near. Sensitive tendrils on the terminus of the planet's leaves register the approach of animals, resulting in the plants snapping shut around their hapless prey, which are left to be slowly corroded by digestive acids. Alexandra Cortez warns that any future colonists will have to steer clear of these predatory plants, as they appear more than capable of trapping a lone adult human. It's disconcerting. What have we found here? Predatory plants. So it's less habitable there. But we get a little bit more research from that. So it will be very interesting to settle there. Well, that is another plus for society here. So in the oceans, you have to imagine that this is an ocean planet. And a red star, we have to settle there. It's a red star. So it's an ocean planet. So in the oceans of this, if you go swimming, you will not look for sharks, but you will look for giant algae or kelp that will grasp your legs from the deep and pull you down in a surprising move, devouring you as a whole. And how is this plant society structured? It is probably, we don't know yet, but who eats the inhabitants of a world? It must be a plant monarchy. So is it orchids, underwater orchids that terrorize these worlds? We will find out. Friends, we will find out. And look how magnificent, on the other hand, and life-inviting Alpha Centauri seems, with a grand 12 minerals so far found on the asteroids and planets of this system. It gives us a great opportunity, and as we want to settle early, and we've already found 2 planets to do so, we want to develop the colonies quickly. It is expansion for the TSSSR, my friends. We must expand our civilization to new systems and planets, or risk eventual extinctions. And we want to spread the socialist spirit to the stars. Expansion it is. That drives humanity forward. We will be the masters of the stars, as we have mastered nature and are now partnered with her. What would it cost us? 38.
System resources analyzed.
Great. So Barnard's star has been analyzed fully. We're going to another place now. There's another anomaly here, though. But we will leave that be for now. First, want to know what's in this interesting binary star system. And we're surveying here still. And where should we go next? Of course, binary star systems are always very inviting. So let's plan that out already. So we know we're preparing for, and we have time. Oh, look at this. Yes. I want to have a great start here. And we will. We will. Alpha Centauri will soon be ours, hopefully. It is time, comrades, for a habitable world survey. We have found 2 planets so far that could be habitable, and there might be more. There needs to be a special investigation to see if the new socialist human can settle on these planets, and when, and which animals are there that we could use, integrate into our farming efforts, into our agrarian idol. We now know, without a doubt, that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Earth. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life throughout the galaxy, and they shall know Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable and life-bearing worlds. It's more effective. A commendable
Situation log updated.
initiative. Here we go. And on Sirius, we found another continental world. This is a breakthrough. Wow, so much we can do. So much. It's exceptional. And now this. When will it be ready? So we can prepare it for settling, friends. When will this come? When will we have the alloys to get someone to the archaeological site on the moon? We don't know yet. With the discovery of these 3 planets, we are very, very tight on alloys. Good that we plan to build more. Look at our population. This is coming. It's time to order an alloy foundry. We will make this up in minerals very quickly once we have the Alpha Centauri system. There's so many minerals in there, thankfully, that our
System
proud
resources
space
analyzed.
workers will undoubtedly make a lot of minerals for us in there. It's a great opportunity, my friends. And we are gonna take it. Let's see, yeah, 15 months. We have to settle this planet as quickly as we can. Building the starbase is the first step to bring the socialist dream to the stars. Imagine, Lenin would have seen this. He would have been so proud. He would have planned it all out already. The old bureaucrat, but the teacher, this teacher of socialism, would have been so happy to send his pupils out even further. First Earth, now space, then the galaxy, a galaxy of equality. A good sign. We have sighted a comet. A lone, proud comet soars through the Sol system, clearly visible from Earth. It forges its own path through the cosmos, vibrant and ever undeterred. This is the ideal which all humans strive for. It is a good omen. We are happy to see this. Send the ship. Alpha Centauri. We cannot yet colonize, but we will in time. The Procyon system. We will see what we'll find there. So is this, or is this our destiny? This seems to be
Finalized.
the best we can find. Let's see what we can already order. This seems to be best for now. And next, what will come next? Probably. It's hard to tell. I think we should just then build something at the sun and then return to that. Is that a moon? A carbon world, barren and rocky world with a thin or non-existent atmosphere, surfaces covered in meteor impact craters and completely devoid of life. So far. it's time to give them the direct order to colonize this planet. And maybe Alpha Centauri is not equal enough, so we'll call it Equal Centauri. Here we go. So it's time, comrades, to claim more of the stars together. Where would you go? Would you go to the mysterious world where carnivorous plants wait for you in the oceans? Would you go to the beautiful Equal Centauri 3 world? Continental, though full of dangerous wildlife, impassable mountains and dense
Anomalous
jungle.
readings detected.
Are you an adventurer? A researcher? And in the Sirius system, scans of Sirius 3 reveal what appear to be the abandoned settlements of a primitive society. What manner of fate could have befallen their builders? Sirius 4. No, Sirius 3. And Sirius 3 is also that continental world. We have to know before we settle there. Bortez, you're on. It's instrumental to know this. It's instrumental. Also, it's instrumental to know this. So we have one more order to go here and then build the mining station. And following that up, we can build this mining station. We have so much food. Well, that will come in handy later. Look, yeah, we have built it maybe a little bit too late, but on the other hand, we needed the minerals. We didn't have more that early. Construction ship is ready to do something again. Oh, and look, Procyon. Oh, such a boon for us, my friends. And comrades, the production of the TSSSR is going to rise like none has ever risen before.
Discourse seeding in progress.
The first human colony. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Alpha Centauri Prime. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull. People are gathering, drinking a vodka, and talking about the times to come, the prosperity that they are gonna create together on Alpha Centauri Prime. The colonists begin to disembark in large numbers and found the first human city on an alien world. And what would you name it, my friends? It's a great day for the thoughtful Stellaris Socialist Soviet Republics. The Soviet Socialist Stellar Dream has been brought out to the first planet. A triumph of humanity, a triumph of the spirit of communality, a triumph of discussion, and a triumph of all our great workers that have done this together. You know what? Let's build another science ship, because we can afford it now. We're getting alloys in very, very quickly. And there's probably a great leader waiting here. Look at this. A genius just waiting to be hired. I'm sure he cannot wait to work in unison with the others together in the labs. Simona Bolina also gaining experience, improving the already great performance she is giving us for our society. And in this, who will be put there? Let's have a look. Not the factions, we don't have factions yet, but here we could, should, would go probably for Mr. Fedorov. Right? He could be in there. He would love a few days out there. And for physics, I'm gonna recruit that genius. Tolya. Yeah, Mr. Tolyakov is ready to serve us. A very great mustache. Now, J. Fedorov, we're gonna send out here. That's the third direction that we want to know about, because this is a crucial point. If we control this system, we have access to these three other systems as well. So it would be very advantageous to catch that, and maybe even that and that. And look at, whoa, that would give even access to 4 systems. So it's crucial to have this. Where are we even? We know that we are at the rim of the galaxy. Look, this could be ours, or there could be someone living here, crossing over maybe. Would it be advantageous to go around here? It probably would be, from a strategic point of view. But first, we're going to go for only the best, because that's what will decide our future. To have the best for all of our workers and citizens. Together we will master this. We will reach for the stars. The frontiers of our star nation are being pushed ever forwards. Soon nothing in this galaxy will lie beyond the grasp of the TSSSR. Comrades, it's time to reach out. First Barnard's star, then Sirius, then the galaxy. Procyon is a great example. But there's other opportunities that will be great to capture. Barnard's star, then Sirius is our plan now. We are following it, because only a planned economy is the best economy, as Lenin has always said. A red star here as well. Very important. A broken union? What has happened? The TSSSR Spirit of Equality crew have made some astonishing discoveries on Sirius 3. The abandoned primitive settlements first seen from orbit were once inhabited by a society of reptiles that still populate the planet but have since lost all capacity for sapient thought. In investigating how these creatures devolved from a tool-making agrarian society into mere beasts, Alexandra Botez made an unexpected find. The burial remains of the settlement-dwelling reptiles possess a spinocranial organ not observed among their now bestial counterparts. Testing has revealed these organs to be another species entirely, a sort of neural symbiont that connects the host's brainstem via external attachment to the spine. These symbionts can still be found in hot springs on the planet's surface. It seems the union between the two species triggered the temporary uplift of the reptiles. What later interrupted this symbiosis, however, remains unknown. Alexander Botez requests permission to study these remarkable neural symbionts more closely. Yes, work with them together. We need a special study.
Situation log updated.
This is serious, my friends. We must know about this before we settle on this planet. Yes, let's have a look. Whoa, stop. Let's have a look again, and now we will... this has already been looked at. Then survey the system like this. We're ready to claim more of the stars, my friends. It's a great opportunity. It's a great time. A time of pioneers to the stars. A time where everyone has a chance. A time where the cards are dealt equally again. Like on old Earth, when the TSSSR took over. Procyon 4. Atmospheric readings from Procyon 4 do not match simulated projections. And I think we have time to research this.
Special inquiry concluded.
Now, neural symbiosis. What does this all mean? Science officer Alexander Botez has concluded a study on the neural symbionts found on Sirius 3. These slug-shaped creatures consist mostly of a complex brain in a resistant protein casing. Despite their neurological advancement, their lack of external organs and limited motor capacities make any attempts at communication exceedingly difficult. After weeks of frustration, Alexander Botez experimented with introducing the creatures into an animal host. The reptilians, these neural symbionts once built a primitive society with on Sirius 3, are too aggressive to facilitate experimentation, so a number of substitute species from the surface were tested instead. Regrettably, the symbionts refused to attach themselves to any of the offered animals. Science officer Alexander Botez hypothesizes that the symbionts will only accept a certain kind of host, perhaps importantly a willing one. In order to get at the heart of this mystery, Alexander Botez has requested permission to transgress the role of detached observer and offer herself as a host for a neural slug. After all, if these symbionts were capable of turning wild animals into tool-using farmers, what might they do for us? Astonishing, she's so eager. Sometimes a hands-on approach is best. For science. We will allow that, of course. We will allow that. And we will find out what will be the result of her. Of course, careful and responsible experimentation with a new species we might introduce into the TSSSR. You'll find out in our next episode, my friends and comrades. May the socialist dream guide you in your life. Let's all share our experiences together. We are all equals. One of them, the most equal though, must step forward and show how equality is meant for all of us and how everyone will get the same and be happy about it and be valued for himself and not his riches. Happy gaming and see you soon.